Nothing down here. Hi, buddy. Wow.
Nice.
Good aim.
Dang.
Awesome. 2 thumbs up. I can't get the windshield wipers to turn off. There's a lot of smoke coming out over there.
Slow.
Feels like a brand new car. Welcome back to the Texas Hillbilly channel. So hopefully you saw last week's or month's video of the Pinto, the first drive in the Pinto with the new 2.3 out of a 93 Mustang. Couple things. People ask why. I don't know. It's what I had, you know. I got a 93 Mustang with a 2.3 and this thing needed an engine, so I put it in there. Way I look at it, fuel injected, reliability, maybe some fuel economy, but also this is a really good test bed. So this video is going to be on 2 things. One, figuring out how to register an antique vehicle with a used old plate. Kind of the rumor is you have to have 2 plates in order to get it registered. Well, I bought 1, so we're going to find out if it's true. Second is I got a long list of stuff to do to this to make it roadworthy, road safe, and comfortable. I don't know how I could forget brakes and shocks. All right, first thing I'm gonna do is start it up, and I'm gonna show you issues with the idle air control valve. All right, see how if you give it some gas, it stays revving too high? Well, check this out. Idle air control valve, unplugged. Well, it went too low there. Let me start it up again. I had messed with the throttle stop, which you're not supposed to do. All right, so now you see that like it's supposed to. Then it idles down. That's how it's supposed to act. Now another issue is we're low voltage because the alternator's not charging. I got to figure out which wire excites the alternator or which wire charges the battery, right? The idle air control valve works as like a bypass for your butterfly. In your throttle body, you have a butterfly valve that opens and closes with the throttle, right? Well, there's air that goes in here, goes through a port. So air goes in one of those ports and out the other. And if you look in there, there's a valve. It's a rod that has like a seat. And this would probably magnetize and pull it this way or that way, opening and closing that port to allow more or less flow. So maybe my idle air control valve that I have right now is maybe the valve is sticking open too much or there's got debris in it. So let's swap that out, see if that fixes this idling issue. I could just leave it unplugged, but I would like to have as much stuff plugged in as possible so this thing runs better. Maybe I'll get better fuel mileage. See how much that protrudes in compared to this one? Kind of looks like it's stuck up a little bit. So let's see if that makes a difference. Putting a new one in. All right, that's installed now. And this is a standard brand AC34 from Rock Auto. It was dirt cheap. So that's why I bought this and throttle position sensor, because they're super cheap. Now, let's go ahead and start this up and see if it idles right. And Lily is gonna be my starter. All right, baby.
Wait.
Yeah. What are you building?
Chairs for the balcony thing that I built.
Okay. Sam wanted us to wait because the exhaust is right there. Turn the key forward and you'll see those lights turn green. You can grab the whole thing, not just the key.
Oh,
there you go. It's easier to turn. Yeah, see that? Okay. Now flip both those switches up.
These?
Yep. Now push the start button until it starts.
Where's the start button?
Next to the switches is a big black button.
This?
Yep, push it. Hold it till it starts. Sure. Let's see how it acts. It's still up. It's better. Maybe it has to learn. That's actually better. Bring that idle down. I'd say that's an improvement. All right. You could either turn the key off or push both those switches down, whichever you want. Now turn the key off. Good job, baby. All right, son, you can get back to your carpentry. I want to thank Linda Hutchison for your comment on removing the connector to the idle air control valve to get the idle down. That did work. That is true. I'll probably hold off on installing the throttle position sensor for just a little bit to see if this problem persists. But let's move on to something else on the list. All right, I moved on to taillights. Now notice this lens is cracked. It's in pretty bad shape, but also the back has been epoxied. And these things get really brittle. So I'm going to have to be on the lookout for new taillights. They're also supposed to have black right here. I might try to use that black pinstriping I used on the paint. One of the cool things that you can see is, first of all, original color is that orange. But also you can tell this thing's never been wrecked because this would have been damaged and they never would have fixed that, you know? Same on this side. But what's strange is there was, I don't know if you can see in there, there's a wire. No, you can't see it. You see the end of the wire right there. I cut all of this out of there, so it ran from, it goes from the front of the car. I don't remember seeing it when I had the seal plate and all the carpet out, but maybe it's there. Maybe I thought it was factory, but it goes all the way here, goes all the way over here. Now it was grounded to that, and there was a quick disconnect over there at that hole. Came over here, ground also, and it came up to right here with this connection. Now, why? I mean, that's trailer lights or something similar. Why would you want power right there? Was that just for towing? But they wouldn't have gone through all the trouble of mounting it through the quarter panel if that was just to tow it somewhere. So I ripped all that out. These housings are pretty brittle too. We got to be gentle with them. Here's your connector for that. All the connectors are in bad shape. These have been spliced. They're really rough. So what I'm going to do is get some light bulbs that I think will fit. I think I have enough that I could shove in here just for testing. Turn on the headlights and see what happens. All right, I was fiddling around with the brakes, or the brake lights, and we got this so far. We have a tail light. We have a side marker light. On the other side, we have a side marker light. For some reason, I tried the good bulb in here, and I can't get a tail light. My turn signals don't work. The flasher's good, but when I plug it in, it doesn't do anything. Could just be a fuse, we'll see. But also I have brake light. I went ahead and installed the new windshield wipers. They're just these little straight rods with a little dimple right there. And modern windshield wiper arms actually, or wipers actually have a provision for that. Windshield wipers are done. Brake lights we're still working on. I wrote need flasher relays and brake light bulbs. All right, it's the next day. We celebrated Lily's birthday last night. She's now 9 years old. While I'm working on taillights, I'm using this stuff to paint the door panels. It works really good. I've used that on most of the interior plastics, and actually the seats are this. Here's the Vevor Jack. And you know, you release the air, you push it down as far as it'll go, close it, and you can see the problem I'm gonna have. Does not fit. The Vevor Jack is really cool. Goes really high. Yeah, it kind of sucks if that's the case. Now I got one of these 2-ton steel low profile quick pump jacks from Harbor Freight. It was like 110 bucks. They went on sale around Black Friday for super cheap. But I missed that sale, but I still got a good deal. See, it's got the double pump. I don't like getting under a car until I get a jack stand somewhere under it. Not worth your life. It would suck to be killed by your project car, right? Well, that's not a lot of room with the drive shaft in here. So how exactly do you go? Okay, I've determined that it needs to go this way. It's just a matter of, can I do it with one hand? This thing facing like that. I gotta get that started in there. There's the hole right there somewhere. just like that. And I'll pull that tight. Hopefully it's possible. I don't know. We're gonna find out. Part break off. I feel like it needs to tighten more, but I mean, I can make it move. I think I'll tighten it more, but let's do that later. Let's go ahead and pull the rear wheels off and see what's up with the brakes, because the rear brakes don't work at all. Adjust. Well, I didn't need to go to time lapse there. These brakes look perfect. I don't know. I should probably change the pads anyways, but maybe the master or the wheel cylinders are not working. I don't know. They look clean. They're not blown out. They look all right. Let's go ahead and I guess we'll see if I get one of the kids to push the brakes and see if anything happens here.
I'm a kid.
All right, go push the brakes for me. Okay, we got nothing going on here. All right, thank you, Lily. Hey, while you're there, pull that e-brake up, the handle.
Click the button or?
No, just pull it up all the way. Oh, that works. Okay, push the button and push it down. Good job. All right, well, park brake works, but the regular brakes do not. Let's pull this line. Yeah, we got nothing down here. Looks dry as a bone. All right, thank you, Lily. Go ahead and push the brakes. Okay, stop. All right, we got fluid, so the master's working. Yeah, the pedal probably went to the floor, huh? Tire might have some life left on it.
Yeah, you bust the concrete out of it and
Yeah.
use it.
It's the same kind that's on the Pinto.
Not really.
Yeah, Amazon tires.
Yeah, you ready?
Yep.
Ready?
I hadn't seen your progress on this car either. Except
Yeah.
This turned out nice. I really like the pinstripe.
Doesn't it?
It looks so much
I
better.
just painted door panels.
What goes here?
Nothing. Isn't that weird? Normally you'd have a windows, you know, with a
I was
window
saying,
trim.
so it normally had a window trim, but
Yeah.
the factory didn't even cover this or
No,
something?
and there's screws back here that are exposed too.
Is this fiberglass?
No, it's metal.
Okay. It looks like fiberglass. Look how thick it is. But it's just metal. Wow.
Strange, right?
I always thought they had a trim, and when I always saw this stuff missing, I thought, well, it's a plastic trim that broke off.
Yeah,
You know,
no, they're
got
all like that.
lost. But that's just the way they
Am
are.
I something wrong? I could be wrong.
Could be. I doubt
You
it.
got the knobs?
I'll get some
Anyway.
new ones. Those are all busted.
Wow, this looks, see, when I saw this thing, it wasn't even set in all the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that is tight.
It's a tight
That's
fit.
tight. This worked out pretty
I
good.
thought I was gonna have to cut this off for
Oh,
hood
yeah.
clearance, but it actually doesn't touch.
That's good.
Amazingly, it has room.
Wow.
It's been, I don't know, 6 months since I got the title to the Pinto, and I just got my plate. I'm not gonna hide what it looks like. Nobody does that on YouTube for some reason, whatever. And I got insurance, so I'm gonna attempt to go get my car registered with this plate that has some streaky look to it, kind of ugly. I had to touch it up with some model paint, but we're gonna find out if one plate can get you antique registration. I hope so. If not, I'm gonna have to get those, you know, the modern antique plates that look stupid, but whatever. Let's try this. They accepted my plate, good news, and they gave me a little tag. This little tag I'll put on the plate, and the registration is good till 12 of 28. That's awesome. So, yeah, I'm insured. So technically I'm legal. I can legally drive the Pinto down the road without getting in trouble. Now you hold it for a while. They say 30 seconds. Then you slowly release. That was less than 30 seconds. Ooh, I feel heat big time. Voila, it's on. All right, that is a ton of heat. About 60 degrees in the shop. It's not even that cold in here. 1200 degrees right there. That's insane. Wow, I could work in here now. So I came out here yesterday, and it was 50 degrees in the shop, 50 degrees outside. I'm from South Texas. I hate the cold. I could not do it. I tried. I put on more clothes. It's just like saps the energy out of me. So no more. No more being cold. I am cooking this shop. I got a door panel on. I don't know if I showed you that, but it looks decent from in here. See, I thought about doing orange so it could tie in with that, but that would have been cool if I did black on top of it. But I had already done it all orange, so I just did black. I think it's better than the tan that it was. Well, I need to do these in black. Coming together. Headliner. The wife wants me to do the headliner. Those are very expensive, but we'll figure something out on that. So for now, I think I need to focus on what's important, which is brakes and shocks. I got this one shock done already. So brakes are funky. I've got some cans of brake clean because this is so full of junk. And I got my brake caliper rebuild kits. It's really just a boot and a square O-ring for the piston. So I'm going to take those apart and clean them up. I think they're fine. I don't need to buy new ones. They're pretty expensive. And also, I think I got my brake hoses in here. I think I got all the soft hoses. I don't want to deal with any issues there. So, brakes and shocks, let's get on it. All right, we are up to like 68 degrees. It's already gone up 8 degrees. So that's a perfect way to heat your shop. It's hot enough for me. I'm going to shut it off. I got some brake parts cleaner to try to clean out this caliper. I also got this little brush set with the plastic on the end there. I thought that was cool. There's off. Let's close this valve. And I'm going to open up the doors for a second. Get some fumes out. I don't think it'll reduce the temp too much. Like everything's pretty heated. The car's hot. This will get some fumes out for a minute, then I'll shut the doors and hopefully retain some of that heat. The little valves just clicked off. Safety shutoffs. I guess if you lose flame, those coils cool and then it pops out the safety shutoff so you don't just fill this room up with gas. Pretty cool. That was $65. Came up to $70 total and they gave me free step bits. Can't pass on that. Harbor Freight deals. All right, that door shut itself, so I'll shut this one. And let's get on these brakes. So what they say you could do is either push the brakes while it's hooked up and make the piston come all the way up, or use compressed air. I might try the compressed air thing, but I hear these things just like shoot out really hard. So maybe I'll put like a pad there or something. Okay, the tools. So I don't want to get stuff all over me. So let's see if it moves. Oh my God, that went straight in my face. All over my eyes. Holy crap. Okay, always wear safety glasses when you do something like this, because something might get blown into your face. That sucked. Good thing is, brake clean evaporates super fast. So like when you get that stuff in your eye, I wouldn't wash my eyes out, but it evaporates super fast. Just any degreaser like that evaporates. Still, I should have known better. So, a lot of crud is out of there. I'm going to put this on. I don't want that to happen again. And we're going to try again. All right? This time, hold it there. Nothing. The seal is coming out. Very, very crusty. Okay, I'm an idiot. We all knew that. I didn't put the bleeder screw in, so how's it going to build pressure? All right, so let's get ready for this. What do I have to absorb? I'll make it where you can't see anything. No. Let's try this, and are we ready? Here we go. It's just blowing out this rubber here. Here's another attempt. I put the hose back on. It's not enough pressure, is it? Dang. There goes, there goes, there goes. It's trying. Oh, it worked. It was a little freaky. Holy crap. Here's the piston. Look at this. Look at this. This. I don't want this in my system. Look, I broke a screwdriver trying this. Look at this crap. This is why I'm rebuilding these calipers. Alright, look at this. Look how nasty that is. Let's get that cleaned up. And look at the O-ring right there. It's torn. It was hard to tell. But that's why you get a rebuild kit. This thing would have worked for a while. Look, the O-ring's completely twisted right there. Maybe that's from me, maybe it's not. But the point is, this thing would have been leaking brake fluid like crazy. So there's nothing wrong with this otherwise. So let's clean this thing up and reuse it. Alright, I got the caliper pretty well cleaned up. It looks alright, except for where the seal is supposed to go in. Not the seal, but the boot. But the piston has some pitting right here. Now, what I did is I ran it through some like 1000 grit sandpaper, 1500 grit after that. And you could barely feel it. So we're really going to rely on the O-ring here. And if it does leak eventually, we'll replace it. But whatever, let's just use this. Look at that, it says Ford. Alright, I got the piston in there. And I went ahead and painted over a slightly scuffed up surface. So as soon as it's tacky enough to handle, I'll install it. Alright, we got this one on, got the new brake line on. I'm gonna have to bleed it at another point, but yeah, there it is. So I pulled the bleeder screw out just to see if it would, like, you know, air bleed, and it's not doing anything. So I'll put it back on, and I'll get Sandy to help me bleed these when we're done. So I'm gonna button this one up, and we'll work on the other side. Neutral. Just want to give myself a little more room to work on the passenger side. I'd say it's no good. All right, good morning or afternoon. It's probably already afternoon. We got a late start. We're gonna work on the rear brakes. So Sam's gonna tear the wheels off, and we probably ought to change those pads out. We got to change the wheel cylinders anyway, so we'll take the drums off.
Stand there looking pretty.
Oh, sorry. I gotta get busy working. We got the heat going. It's 55 degrees, but it's cold in the shop. Get it, son. Yeah, there you go. Oh, you're doing it. There you go. And Lil's with us. And Sherman. You gonna do the other side, right, baby?
Yeah.
Okay. And she got a cell phone for her birthday.
Good, great, grand, wonderful.
You got it, bud?
It's probably not to leave the bottom one hanging.
Oh, it's like that video on YouTube with the guy like trying to hammer off a wheel from behind it, and there's still a lug nut on it.
Yeah.
Ooh. Got it. Good job, bud. Just lay it on its back. Yeah, I could use that as a seat when you're working on the brakes. Good job. All right, now that drum's gonna be hard to get off. I'll have to get it off of there. Lily, you ready to do the other side?
He's already done?
Yeah. All right, be careful, I can fall on your toes. And you're not wearing proper footwear to be in the shop. Somebody asked that in one of the videos. What was that banging sound? And I asked when. They said, when you stopped trying to start it. That didn't really narrow it down much.
Oh, I'm turning it the wrong way.
I don't know if it was you doing fireworks or somebody in the background putting boards in a bucket. Oh, your hands are gonna get dirty. Don't, please, Lily. You're gonna get down your clothes and it's never gonna come off. You do not know about Never Cease, do you? Don't wipe. Oh no. You love to wipe your hands on your clothes. I know that. So if you wipe this on your beautiful little white skirt, it ain't ever coming off. Okay?
Not never sees, always sees.
It never
Always.
ceases to get on everything.
You always see.
Always see. Always see.
You never see it on a lug nut, but you see it on your hand.
You got it, baby. You're doing great.
This one's hard.
Yeah, you're doing great though. Good job.
It seems like every single lug nut is not the same size.
Yeah, I need to get new lug
Is
nuts.
this one dirty?
Oh, let me get it off. You got it, baby. Don't hit yourself in the face with the other part of it. Ooh, it already wants to come off. See that? Good job. Lily, you gonna get the wheel off?
Yeah.
Good job. Man, you're tough. All right, now all you gotta do is just lay it down. It becomes a seat. Good job. Give me 5. Way to go. We gotta get that drum off. Everything we need's in that box.
The brakes?
Oh.
The brakes are like the dirtiest job to make.
Sherman. Hi, buddy. All right, I didn't show assembly, but we got that one buttoned up. Now I'm working on this side, and kind of ran into a problem. It was covered in gear oil. So I got a really bad wheel cylinder, or not a wheel cylinder, axle seal leak. And I remember dealing with this on the Jeep Gladiator, and it made a big mess of things. So I don't know if I want to go through the trouble to replace that seal, because I think that means I got to pull the axle out, which means the entire third member's got to come out, which maybe it's a good idea to check in that thing. I mean, I should check the level for sure before I drive it down the highway, but man, I don't want to deal with that. So I don't know. I might make the wrong decision and just put my new brake parts on a backing plate that's got gear lube all over it. I did clean up the drum, and it's brand spanking new. Not a lip, nothing. So somebody put a brand new brake rotor or brake drum on this thing, and drove it for a while. I love to cake everything with grease. Now, being the rears, they do less than 30% of the braking, so it's not a huge thing, but I do want all 4 brakes working. So I got all the parts inside this Rubbermaid container, just covered in brake parts cleaner. I'm gonna let them soak for a while, but we got to take a break because now our oven has gone out. Last week it was our washing machine, and now this week I got to go out and extend credit for a stove, which really sucks. Things come in threes, so I'm wondering what's next, you know? So when we get back from our run into town and I guess back from installing a new stove, I will continue on these brakes, put on the rear brake hose, finish this up, button it up, and maybe take this thing for a little drive. It's first drive, quote unquote, legally with working brakes and shocks. Probably should work on that too. I mean, that's really the only thing preventing me from being actually legal, is having functioning turn signals and brake lights. All right, so I'll catch up with y'all in a little bit. All right, it's been about 12, 15 hours. Let's see how this stuff looks. Actually, it looks pretty clean. A lot of the grime coming off. That's awesome. All right, so I'll dry these off, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and just throw these brakes back together because I will probably want to service the rear end at some point. Let's just make sure everything works, get this thing drivable. If the wheel cylinder leaks are so bad that I need to address it, I'll do both at the same time. No big deal. I don't know if you saw in the time lapse, the little end of that thing snapped off, and I kind of drilled and tapped and finagled this little piece of metal on there. It's actually from a door latch, and it's working, but this adjuster, I think this adjuster star it's either super worn out or it's for the wrong side, so it's not gonna do anything. But whatever, let's just put the drum on, and this side's probably not going to work great anyways because of the gear loop getting into the drum, but whatever, let's see if we can make it work. And here's the piece of that broke off, unfortunately, and here's the brand new drum I think I showed you. Let's just slap this on. It's way too loose, so let's adjust this out. Which way is out? That way. Pretty good right there. Because there's no lip on this, I don't have to adjust it in place. I think that's fine. All right, so we got that. Now the next thing to do is install this soft line from right here. Here's the hose soft line for the rear axle. Yeah, it's pretty short and that looks accurate. I keep saying where is the thing I just had in my hand? Oh, this is that little vent thing, so it doesn't need a seal here. It's a vent, so what am I thinking? Also, it was clogged. I blew it out. All I have is this hideously bright orange hose. I'll change this out later. I don't want to waste fuel line on vents, which is what I'm doing here, is wasting a fuel line for the fuel tank. But I guess that is fuel, so whatever. That's threading. Thank you for being easier than I thought you'd be. Okay. That's good. All right. The only point in having a vent like that is for when you go into high water and you get your line up real high so that the water doesn't go into your axle and mix with your gear lube. Without the hose on there, water would go in. You know, it's not a check valve, but you have to vent your rear diff because it produces heat, and you know, heat increases pressure, and that'll blow out your seals and whatnot. All right, Sam's gonna help me bleed the brakes. You bet ready for this?
Yeah.
All right. Down. Oh, stop. I didn't connect one end over here. Well, that's good. We got brake fluid over here. Sherman's howling. Poor puppy. Okay, we'll find a clip later. Okay, go ahead and push. Okay, up. Down. Up. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down,
It's getting a little harder.
down, up, down, up, down. I'll add a little bit again. All right, our phone died, but me and Sam got the brakes. We got the brakes bled, we think, successfully.
We got the brakes bled.
And we're gonna go ahead and put it down on the ground. And you got it, bud? You gotta be able to see something.
It's on. Is it?
I don't know. Get down there and look. Oh wow!
Nice.
Good aim. Just shove and there you go. Good job, Sam. Now the battery's dead. For some reason, there's a draw on the battery. Not dead, but it's just too low to crank. So Sam's gonna throw the tire on, we'll drop this thing on the ground, hopefully have it charged enough by then, and maybe do a little bitty brake test around the corner and stuff, down the cul-de-sac. Good job, bud. All right, we got it started. Looks like the alternator's charging. Let me show them.
I see it.
Alternator's charging, 14 volts.
That's pretty good.
Yep. All right, try out the brakes for the first time.
It feels better than normal.
And we got our new shocks, remember?
Yeah.
So we're gonna see how those work. I smell burning. I don't know what it is, but who cares?
Yeah, it feels like the brakes are doing something. And also the shocks.
First time we drove it around, the ignition kind of started cutting out because the voltage got low. Now we have an alternator. So
How do you connect that? Did you do that?
I just ran that wire that was supposed to go to the, it said to alternator light. I ran that to the start signal, which is this yellow wire from our starter button. So momentarily like energizes it, tells the alternator to start charging.
That's good.
Yeah. So here we go.
So now it might be reliable-ish.
Yeah, I hope so. All right, we're gonna go a little fast and hit the brakes.
Pretty good.
Go forward. Feels good. See how it handles this bump?
Oh, that's so much better.
Perfect. Get up here. That's excellent. Yeah, we're just doing a test drive. Nice.
Dang, those are good.
Still locked up a little bit.
You're getting it registered,
Oh, I'm in.
right?
It's registered and insured, actually.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Brakes work good.
Yeah. And the shocks.
Feels
My
great.
neighbors think we're so cool.
Yeah. We gotta fix all these rattles. All right, so next is we gotta figure out the tail light, brake light issue. And then
we can drive it.
we could drive it down the highway, I think. Take Lily on a little drive, okay? I can smell the brake pads, which is what we want. We're trying to like, what's it called?
Break it in.
There's a word for it, I can't think of a word. We're at about 50 PSI oil pressure, 180 degrees, it's running pretty good. I did full throttle there for a minute and it's not fast, but whatever. Hopefully I'll get like 22 miles per gallon.
Yeah.
But we're gonna do another loop and we'll come right back. Good job on brakes, Sam. That was awesome. Successful. Successful. Oh, she's stuck in the car. Let's go let her out. What'd you think, Lily? Awesome. 2 thumbs up. You like it? You want me to take you to school in this thing?
If I had school, yes. Immediately.
I love it. Brakes are done. Alternator's done. Radio is done. We need your speakers. All right, so I'm gonna knock out a bunch of stuff off camera, probably the lights and whatnot. Hey y'all, it's the next day. It is super windy outside and getting cold, and I don't know about y'all, but I can't stand cold weather. Anyways, I wanted to show you some of the things that I wasn't able to show you yesterday. First of all, the brakes work perfect. I don't know if I was clear on that. Sam helped me bleed them, and they came out pretty much perfect. Everything feels great. The front suspension feels good with the new shocks. It's absorbing like it should. I don't know how good of a look you got at the dash before. You can see where I had to take a grinder to it to smooth it out. I got these panels back on. Got the center console in. I changed my switch panel out to a larger one. So yeah, this I need to mount that better. I didn't know how to mount it. Actually, I'm missing some bracketry. I ran a bolt through to some bracket that's there. I gotta maybe drill a hole right above that so I can lower this down. So let's see. Turn the key to the on position. We should get green lights. There we go. Also got those gauges lit up. So I've got some stickers. This is the best I could do with the stickers that came with these NiLight switches. NiLight has given me some stuff before. They were gonna give me some stuff and I couldn't figure out what I wanted from them, what I could use. I asked for some switches and they said no, but I ended up buying them anyways. So this is not a sponsored ad for NiLight, but I actually have NiLight fog lights on my truck. I've had them for probably like 10 years. They're great. And these switch panels really good too. We got a volt gauge. We got a couple charging ports that actually charge at like 6 amps, not 4.8. Here is my ignition, fuel pump, and this actually goes to this. I'm gonna hook that up to the blower motor once I can find the right source. It'll just be one power, one speed. Oh, and look who came to life. Here's our radio, and I don't have the antenna hooked up. I don't have an antenna, but I got one speaker. It's actually right here. What I did on the door card is I drilled a bunch of holes, and so I mean, you still have that over the speaker, but I pretty much cut a hole out like right here with an angle grinder, and I mounted the speaker right there. That's a pretty good void. I think that's a good spot to have sound. I'll pause to show y'all something for a second. Sam's out here making a video for his channel. I think that's a short that he's working on in his channel. So check out Little Texas Hillbilly to see his content. I was going to take this and go pick up Lily from school earlier, but I don't want to risk it not having turn signals. That's what I was trying to lead to. I cannot get my turn signal circuit to work. I do have flashers. So I know I have a good flasher relay, so I was using that relay in the other one. Connector, that connector has no power, but I have power at the fuse block. So I don't know. I'm not good at this kind of circuit tracing. I'll figure it out, I guess, but that's one of my last hangups before driving this thing down the highway. I need to get window sills and I need to get door sills. I don't think I'm going to paint this after all, like I had originally planned to and talked about. I need an antenna. Talked about painting the whole thing orange. I think I'm going to stick with this golden orange scheme for a while, so I might as well change out my door sills. This door, I have tried adjusting it and I don't know how to adjust it. Look, you got to slam the crap out of it. And you could see a gap through there. Anyways, with new sills, it should be all right. The back hatch. I need a new hatch. If anybody knows where a hatch is, I'd like to have the spoiler. I don't so much want a squire because there'd be a bunch of holes from the fake wood trim. But I'm okay with having to paint this gold again. I have some rust there, rust in the quarters down there. But otherwise, the worst section is a hatch, and it's dented in right there. I want to tuck this bumper, which means I'm probably going to have to cut this or get a bumper from a older model because I don't like that giant park bench sticking out there. I need to get some new lug nuts. A whole new set would be nice, but they're pretty costly. When driving, there's a lot of rattles and stuff moving around. This is one of the most annoying. It has a little cable. So you have a little lever down there. You can see below the radio right there. And I think the cable's busted, but you would move that cable around or that knob around and it would move the mirror around. I kind of wish this had like a manual mirror. Oh, look at that wasp nest right there. I kind of wish it was a manual mirror or I could like lock it in place, you know? Because that's annoying. And of course, we got to do headliner. That light actually works when you open the door. The map light does not, and there's a good bulb in it. So I got a power issue with the map light. Those things, if you haven't seen them, the mirror's mounted too high, but you lift that lever, drop that down, angle it over, whoever's got the map. Before cell phones. If you still got a physical map in your glove box, comment down below. I gotta have a physical copy of a map in every car.
My uncle gave us this foot pedal to put on the Pinto.
Yeah, I had to have a footprint gas pedal installed.
And I'm going to try and install it. It's on. Looks good.
No interference with the carpet?
A little bit.
That's only if you tilt your foot down. No, if you tilt it forward and push.
Won't touch.
Looks like it's good, huh?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and push it. That's as far as you can push it. All right, hold on. That's full throttle. All right, we're good. Check it out. I got this door panel on. Looking really good. And finished installing the speaker inside that door panel. I want to show you real quick this paint. So what I was talking about, see how it's like the color's going away. I got a new crack there. It's fading there. You just, you know, touch it up. Pull it to the car show or whatever. Spray some of this, walk away. All right, this is it. Taking the Pinto on its first drive out of our neighborhood. We just fixed the taillights, the turn signals, everything. I'm doing it. I'm getting on a highway right now. First time ever accelerating. Let's see how it does. Cruising. Got a lot of wind. I don't know how fast we're going. I gotta go straight to a gas station because I don't know how much gas we got. Woo, we're moving. Let me check our speed. It's cruising great at 60 miles an hour. It actually has a little bit of power here too. It's doing good. I just passed the sheriff too and they didn't pull me over, so far so good. Now I gotta get to a gas station. Look at all this crap that's coming out from all the wind. I'm just getting covered in debris. It's just shooting out of the blower duct hole. Dang it. Anyways, I can smell stuff burning. I smell liquids burning. Hopefully it's just stuff burning off the exhaust, or I hope it's not a bad leak. So we'll we'll get to this gas station, we'll check for leaks and then shut her down. And hopefully it restarts. Check out that foot pedal. I love it. So far so good, it's going great. I can't believe it. Slowing down for the gas station now. Check out that Opel GT. That's cool. All right, here's our gas station. First time using turn signals legally. I can hear it at least. All right, we got gas. It was like 11 gallons, and we're on the road. You won't believe what just happened. There was a couple dudes at the gas station, and one of them goes, "Hey, I like your car. I used to know a guy that had one of those at a machine shop in San Antonio." And then I asked him the name of the shop, and he goes, "Yeah, that was it." He recognized this car, and he goes, I knew it. What are the odds of that? And then the dude at the pump across from him is the owner of this lot. I'm going to show you this lot up here. He's got nothing but Mopar, badass Mopar. And he was all into it. He knew the guy from Hill Country Car Culture magazine. Here's all his stuff. Bunch of Mopar. It's hard to see behind the cedars and we're so low, but there's a ton of Mopar up in there. I can't believe this. I can't believe I'm driving this thing down the highway and it's doing pretty good. Man, this is so crazy. I gotta turn around at some point. About to get to Medina Mountain. Maybe I should do that. Well, I don't know. Maybe another trip, because I can't hold the camera. There goes, I can't get the windshield wipers to turn off. They'll turn off right there. Check this out, my fuel gauge started reading. Doesn't show full, but it shows something. So maybe we could adjust that or learn something from it. Learn that 3/4 means full, and maybe it'll actually start working. Anyways, so far so good. I've turned back around. I'm gonna head back towards home, but I'm not going straight home. This landscape here is just so pretty. See what happens. Downshifted? Upshifted. Hey, but we're moving, man. And it's not like over revving, and we're moving. We're going probably 65 right now. I don't see any smoke out the back. I think it's, man, we're doing pretty good. I smell a little burnt fluid. Nothing coming in there except for debris. Look at that. Oh, stay on the road. All right, I'm gonna take a ride up here. This is where I did my bike ride on my other channel. And sure enough, look, there's somebody walking. That's the guy. That's a homeless guy with one arm. I've seen him around a lot.
It was the one-armed man.
So he must be camping out somewhere down here. But this is a beautiful little road. It's a beautiful road to ride your bike on, but it's even better to cruise in your 77 Pinto cruising wagon. Man, I'm just ecstatic about this. It's been a long time coming. It's been over a year of a project here, and it's like it's coming to a head, you know? It happened. I made it work. I've never done anything like this before. I've never done like an engine swap that wasn't the original engine, you know, the original type of engine. I've never done anything this extensive. So, you know, if you follow my videos, you see I made a lot of mistakes. I did a lot of stupid stuff, and just putting this boring engine in here is kind of stupid too, right? But this is a heck of an accomplishment, you know? And I don't know if a lot of people can say that they swapped an engine into a car. Got a car that, you know, without an engine that wasn't running, hadn't been on the road in 20 years or 10 years or whatever, and did this to it and made it hopefully a reliable daily driver. That's my goal, as I've been saying. So far, so good. I'm just constantly checking vitals and my I can't stop smiling, you know? It's just so cool. I'm at 14.5 volts, 170 degrees water temp, 55, 60 oil pressure, PSI oil pressure. I got 3/4 tank, we know it's full. And open roads, man. Let's just enjoy this for a while. kid's house is right up that hill. Behind that house, I think. Yeah, these are all over $1 million properties. I knew somebody that lived out here and swam in their pool. It was pretty incredible. I feel like a water park. I'm getting a lot of funny looks. That's my work off in the distance out there at the hospital. Wow, what a view up here. Oh, got some people. Really, I think I scared them. Alright, I'm on my way home. So far successful. I made a couple of stops, drove through town, drove through a park. It did really good. It's idling too high. I think I might unplug the idle air control valve and just see how it drives without that at all, you know? And, but on the highway, I got it up to 70 at one point, and no driveline shake, nothing. Everything's perfect. It's incredible. I went to the old Shriner Mansion, I think it's the Shriner Mansion, and I took some photos of the Pinto in front of it under the little portico thing. I'll show you those right here. But, yeah, that looks out of place, right? Anyways, I'm headed home. Probably drove about 10 miles, maybe 15. Probably 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes of driving around. It never really got hot. It got to about 190, but it controlled it itself. Temperature's still great. Fuel tank's still showing just under 3/4. Anyways, man, this is awesome, epic. I highly recommend doing something like this. Finding a car and putting it back on the road like this and driving it. Man, I cannot wait to drive this thing daily. It's coming. I'm on my road here, so we're almost home. We'll be there real soon. You barking at me, Sherman?
Reliable.
Reliable. It did it, son. I drove all over the place, Sam, and it did really well. I went into town, I went to the park, I went to that mansion that we walked around. I think the shock back here is completely blown out. I'm not sure, but it sounds like it's completely just gone. Hey, so the wife and kids want to go, so I'm going to take them all, and hopefully we don't break down. All right, we're all ready to go for a ride, right?
Yeah.
First time.
Let's go pick up something to
Off
eat.
the street.
To God, we don't break down. Hey guys, you're hitting the highway on the Pinto.
First time for y'all. This is my second time.
Ugh. You want to go to town, Sam? You're kidding me. Listen to it farting along the highway. Oh my gosh, I feel like I shouldn't put so much weight on the seat. I feel like I'm just picturing it like falling through the floorboard.
The seat is on a cross member.
Our future house.
Yeah, right.
Our future house.
$1.5 million house.
Now this is beautiful. Look at this. This little
This is where I stopped on my bike.
bridge. Woo!
Did you see that lady's face?
Ugh.
There's a lot of smoke coming out over there.
Lug nuts.
No.
Brakes.
Gotta check your engine. Sam, how do you open the door?
You know.
Oh my gosh. Awesome orange seatbelt back on.
When I was under the car, it looked like a lot of smoke coming out, but just very little smoke coming out now. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Brakes.
Yeah, that's just what I want to hear, Sam. Brakes.
Could it be brakes or
All
something?
right. I don't know.
Oh, I can't get the seatbelt.
Pull it very slowly.
Okay.
Very slowly.
Very
Slower than
slowly.
you think you gotta pull it.
Slow.
It'll eventually get better.
When I was in grade
Slow.
back seatbelts, you gotta be really slow with them.
Yeah. All right, we're off again.
I have to.
All right, babe, just cruise. Don't try to like haul butt.
I wasn't. It just feels like that.
It feels like you're going 1 mile per hour.
One? She says one.
1 mile per hour. Another
Really?
house we'd like to buy. Woo!
That was a travel trailer. That's
Honey.
right up our alley.
No, honey. Look at that. What do they have? They got some sort of farm going on over there. Like a
Look at
peach.
that truck.
It's like a peach farm.
They got all four over
I
there.
missed it.
It was orange. Matches the Pinto. So, Lily,
Yeah.
1 out of 10, what do you think of the Pinto?
10.
Whoa, yeah, give it 5. My girl.
Mine?
Daddy's
What's
girl.
yours?
7.
27.
27.
Those are my kids right there. They like weird stuff.
Yeah.
Love it. Oh, there's a car
Uh.
behind us. Look at that horse, Lou. You can even
Look
see
at the
it.
window.
Might be easier to look at the back porthole.
Do people just ride on your butt because just like they want to see it or what?
It happens.
They want to get a better view.
I was having people like right next to me. It feels like a brand new car, right?
It does.
I'm not trying to be a Karen.
No, you don't have to try. Hard to turn.
No way. Was it really that hard?
Oh, yeah.
You barely turned it.
I don't know what that is. I think there's a bad shock.
Cute little barnuminium.
You are.
This road is cool.
You changed that to the back or the front shocks, right?
Just the fronts. I didn't touch the back, so the back shocks could be bad, or there's something else. I don't know what it is, but it clunks.
Look at that little
Ford Fiesta. Look at this Bronco. It's a Dinside Bronco, like a 79 or something. Little Fiesta next to it. Something on that cover. I think it's Mustang. You don't have to film the whole trip, unless you got something to say, I guess.
No, it's fine.
You should go on a trip up this thing.
Yeah, that's right.
We should do what?
Go on a trip up this thing.
I'm already getting a little, I was gonna say seasick. I'm already getting a little seasick.
Seasick.
I mean car sick.
It does kind of float like a boat.
I'm pretty sure I don't want to do that, Lily, but cool for you.
Hey, I looked up the Hot Rod Power Tour this year, and it goes through like Kentucky, Tennessee, all the way to Ohio. In order for me to drive to it, do the trip, and drive home, 2,824 miles.
Good
It
night.
would be like $385 in gas.
Oh, this is pretty.
Gas alone, almost $400.
Wow.
And it'd be about a 9-day adventure.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's possible. You can do it.
I'd love to do it, but I don't have $400 and it's $200 to register.
And where's going on here now? What is this? Excuse us, Pinto, come through, excuse me, hi. That girl's looking at me like.
The horse is like,
That was my
hey, what kind of horse is that?
pathetic horse.
They're like, that horse is loud.
That horse is sick. There's something wrong with that horse.
Tell me to brake. Are you afraid we're not going to stop?
Right.
No, please. Please.
Yeah.
See? Oh my gosh.
Hey, kids want to go right.
Fine. I'm not gonna be the buzz killer.
All right, quiet. I can't hear myself think.
Good. Y'all literally want to get embarrass your
No.
mother.
I don't know, it's smoking.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't go to town.
Yeah, I don't think we should this time, guys, because it's smoking. I don't know what that smoke is, okay?
Just pull up in this beautiful neighborhood.
Really?
Straight.
Whoa, Mustang versus Pinto.
Pretty much a Mustang.
Woo, something
I
stinks.
hope that's him and not me.
Yeah, no
That
kidding.
stinks.
Ugh, fuck. My ride! Yeah? Thought you were gonna leave me here!
I wanted to buy that property
Right
there.
there. That land.
There
It
was
was
no
just
house on it,
land,
yeah.
yeah. And then some Californians came and invested in the property and built a home, and now it's for sale, or it was for sale, for millions and millions of dollars.
Snatched it up. That's the backside.
Can't ever
of the
get
horse.
ahead in this economy.
That's the backside of the horse property there. Or we were on the backside. That's the
Beautiful.
front side.
Look at those trees. Look at this, look at that. Just look at it.
Thank you, bud. All right, so thanks for watching this episode, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. We sure as heck did. Comment down below if you got any questions. Check out our Instagram, whatever. Did y'all like it?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, you do that behind my back. All right, we'll see you next time. Bye.